Today, Fun with Flowers and Jay is brought to you by JRM, the makers of Deco Beads.
Welcome to the world of flowers. I'm Jay Schwanke. I've spent my entire life surrounded by flowers. As a fourth-generation florist, flowers have been a part of my daily life for as long as I can remember. Now I'm on a mission to share my knowledge and love of flowers with everyone I meet. Growing, picking, arranging, designing, and sharing. It's all fascinating to me because I love flowers. Anything flowers and everything flowers. Welcome to Fun with Flowers and Jay. Today on Fun with Flowers and Jay, we're creating a fun Halloween centerpiece and accenting it with the new Halloween shapes from Deco Beads. Halloween's a great time of the year, and it allows us to have parties or friends over, we can get our kids involved, and here's some great new things from the people who brought you Deco Beads to enhance any party or special event for the Halloween season. Let's start off with the slime. This stuff is really amazing, and it's really gross, but it's perfect, and it's spooky, and it's scary. When I was a little kid, we used to have all sorts of things. We'd create a haunted house and we'd have spaghetti and pretend that that was worms and all sorts of stuff. But JRM has come up with a whole bunch of things that are really creepy that you could use for one of those fun touch this stuff for Halloween. They also have eyes. These look just like eyeballs that have been plucked out of a monster's head. And brains. We know how popular zombies are right now. So we've got gray matter there for people to explore as well. They've also done fun shapes. There's bats and witches. I love these skulls because they just look so great out of the Deco bead material. These glow-in-the-dark beads are perfect because when you turn the lights down, you're going to have fun with the glowing Deco beads inside the jars. And wizard stones. You drop the wizard stones into water and they change into different shapes. So these are fun accessories that you can use to spark up your next Halloween party and have people feel like it's Halloween. So let's get started with today's project. We can make a centerpiece to go along with our spooky shapes for a Halloween party. And we're going to do that using this urn. I had an urn, and what I did was I put a piece of styrofoam in it. Then I went to my old junk box and I picked out all the different types of silk flowers and foliages that I had available in the box. Odds and ends that weren't going to be any good to anybody else. They're just pieces and parts. And I want them to look kind of old. So I'm going to do one technique first to make them look a little bit more old. I'll use a heat gun. And what we'll do with the heat gun is we'll heat up the silk materials. It's going to crinkle it up and make them look old and wilted. You'll also notice that I've placed some ribbon in there, and it's kind of melted down as well. So now this looks very old and distorted. So we want to make this look like concrete. So we're going to use two different methods of paint to help achieve that effect. The first thing that we do is spray the entire arrangement using our primer. That will give everything an even gray tone. We want to make sure that we cover the entire arrangement, but we also want to make sure that we don't hit the entire urn as well. It's already a great gray tone, so I like that contrast. We're going to want to coat the whole thing so that all of the color is covered up. So we've painted our entire arrangement using the primer paint. It's a great way to use up those odds and ends that I couldn't have used in any other arrangement because they didn't match something. So it was perfect for this use. You'll notice it's already starting to look like concrete. But to give it texture, to make it look like it's concrete, we'll use Colortex Quarry to add more texture to the primer paint itself. The quarry starts to add a great texture over the entire arrangement that makes it look like concrete. So let's cover the rest of this using the Quarry Colortex. The Colortex gives us an interesting faux concrete texture over the entire arrangement. It's a water-based paint, so it takes about 3 or 4 hours to dry. Once it's all completely dry, then we can add our spider webs. That's an easy technique. We simply dip some styrofoam directly into our hot pan melt glue. And then use another piece and apply spider webs over the top. It's a fun way to add a creepy effect, especially for Halloween. Now let's set it up with all of our accessories. So I've gathered up a selection of the spooky Halloween shapes, along with our slime and our glow-in-the-dark beads. Our centerpiece is ready for a party. It's a great way to do it yourself this Halloween. Until next week, keep having fun with flowers.